Tony, go ahead in Philadelphia.
Howard, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I was listening to Jay Thomas over the weekend on your day off Friday, and he was talking about, or one of the guys in the studio was saying that the whole area is infested with bed bugs, the whole building.
Well, I wasn't going to talk about this because there was a theory that, well, here we go. First of all, I think it's unbelievable that I've been screaming about bed bugs, and they must bring back DDT, and now there are bed bugs at Sirius. Now, let me say something.
We don't even have any beds. Where are the bed bugs? Well,
I'll tell you. I'm gonna give you the whole story as long as I hear that it's out. You know, I was gonna keep it quiet because there was a general fear that like our guests would all cancel if they thought there were bed bugs here. But here's the short part of that story, that we received treatments here, and supposedly we are 100% bed bug free. The only place in New York City that probably is 100% bed bug free. So that's you know, management was proactive. They got in there, they steamed, they put down all kinds of shit, chemicals, whatever, and all I know is supposedly we're bed bug free. Now, that's the short story.
Did the dog walk the building that you had?
The dog walked the building. Now, let me tell you something. I am completely freaking out today. The show had been canceled for today, and I'll tell you why we are here today. You want to hear the whole story?
Yes, I certainly do.
Okay. So, first of all, you know how paranoid I am about bed bugs.
Yes.
I don't want bed bugs in my apartment. I told you
that. You don't want them anywhere.
Well, I told you that I literally once a month have a dog come in and smell my apartment because anytime we have furniture delivery or anything, we make sure that we are 100% bed bug free.
Do you have anybody over to your house?
No, we don't. We haven't had we had one person over. All right, and I took a chance there. We don't have. I'm not kidding you. Have you ever been in my apartment since I remodeled it?
No.
That's right, and you won't be. I don't need bed bugs. Once they get into your life, I don't want chemicals in my apartment. I don't want any of that shit. Because I'm a paranoid. I'm a person who is paranoid. Anyway, so here I was on my weekend. I get a call on, I believe, Friday.
Okay.
Now, I had heard a rumor. Now, the reason we even know about this is because of me. I had heard a rumor last week that up on the 37th floor, we're on the 36th floor.
And this is, both floors are serious.
Right. Up on the 37th floor, which is management's floor, I had heard a rumor, secret rumor, that there was bed bug treatment going on up there. So I hear this and I said, listen, guys, did anybody bring these dogs down to our area?
They had the dogs up there?
Yeah, up there. I go, did anybody check our area? No. I said, well, have them check. They do a check. I get a call. Well, there's some bed bug activity. I go, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Well, Scott Greenstein calls me, goes, you believe this? What a racket. I go, what do you mean what a racket? He goes, nobody's seen one bed bug. Everyone was trying to calm me down. I go, you don't see them, Scott. I said, Scott, you don't see bed bugs. You don't know you have them. They don't hang out in the fucking hall.
They don't wave at you.
They're buried, and they only come out at night.
And you know you have them once you're infested.
Right, yeah. But he goes, well, it's a racket. The dog barked a few times. I go, if the dog barks, that means they train these beagles. He goes, how do they know? Maybe they just train them to bark everywhere. I go, Scott, we got a problem. It's got to be handled. He goes, don't worry. I said, okay, I'm not going to worry. So as I'm talking to everyone, I'm listening to the game plan. Mm-hmm. They're bringing in a company. They're going to treat our floor. They're going to take our entire floor and steam it. I guess the thing that kills bed bugs is steam. Hot steam, compressed hot air. Heat or freezing cold.
What'll kill everybody.
Right. But they do it with heat.
Okay.
So the game plan was come in on the weekend, Saturday, and do this treatment. In addition to the heat, which I got no problem with, I don't know how they go over every single fucking area with this heat, but they claim they do.
Steam can get everywhere.
It's not steam. I think, I don't know. They take like a vacuum thing and they have to don't ask me what they do. I don't even understand what they do. And then they have to put down, some chemicals, but don't worry. Don't worry, don't worry. Now I'm thinking about, we're in this building. There's no fucking windows. They're putting in chemicals. What are these fucking chemicals that you and I are breathing in right now?
Oh, but you want DDT.
Well, DDT would be in the food. Who cares? It's a little bit. So anyway, you wouldn't have bed bugs. You wouldn't have any of this going on in the building. We were done with bed bugs. Now they're back because fucking hippies with their goddamn DDT fucking inhibition. It's the fucking hippies that ruin every goddamn thing with their fucking... We don't want DDT. Fuck you, hippies. I am demanding that this government, President Obama, bring back DDT. I don't give a shit about any
Even if it doesn't work anymore.
I don't give a shit about any of his other plans. This is something real people got to contend with. You know you got to put everything in plastic bags. When you get these bed bugs, do you know what the fuck you got to go through as a human being? Listen, when my mother was a little girl, they had bed bugs. It was before DDT was invented. And my grandfather sent her away to go live with her aunt for a year because my grandfather wasn't the greatest guy in the world. She got there, they were infested with bed bugs. My mother slept in a bed with bed bugs for a year. She used to wake up every morning with blood dripping off her. These bed bugs are a nightmare. And once you get them, you can't, it's hard to get rid of them. There's an epidemic in this city. That's what I've been telling people. Nobody listens to me. The number one priority for Mayor Bloomberg to pick up the phone and tell Obama we're using DDT. Fuck you and the hippies. Because it was the fucking hippies in the 60s that got rid of DDT. Goddamn hippies. I fucking hate hippies. Hey, man, we don't want any DDT. Yeah, you know why you don't want it? Because you don't own anything. You're on a fucking commune. You don't care if there's fucking bed bugs. You filthy hippie. People who have homes and work, they were worried about bed bugs, these fucking hippies. Hey, man, why should the bed bugs have to die? Because you're a douche, that's why.
They weren't worried about the bed bugs.
I don't care. They were worried about bird eggs. Birds. I've got so many fucking birds, I don't know what to do with them. Little DDT ain't going to kill anybody. Just bed bugs. And mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes. And I hate malaria. People go, well, bed bugs can't kill you. Yeah? Do you know some people go into shock from bed bugs and die? Oh, you didn't know that, did you? Oh, very few. Oh, okay. If you happen to be one of the few, then good luck to you.
Just imagine, when they were cave dwellers,
yeah,
there were bed bugs.
Yeah, but there was no beds. There was no cloth. They didn't get infestations.
But that's how long the bed bug has been around.
So anyway, over the weekend, so they tell me the game plan. They're gonna fumigate this place over the weekend, whatever it is they have to do. I said, yeah. I said, okay, I tell you what, guys, I ain't setting foot in this building until the dog comes back in and the dog gives the place a clean bill of health, right? Does that make sense to you? I said on Monday, have the dog come in, we'll cancel the show, and the dog will walk around, and if the dog doesn't bark, I'll come back in. Right? Does that seem logical to you?
Okay.
Right? Does that seem logical to you?
Absolutely.
Well, we hadn't had a problem.
Right. Go ahead.
And so they treated for what essentially was no problem.
So how do you know? We have a problem. The problem is there are bed bugs. So where did the dog, when they brought the dog in during the week, because I insisted, they were in my console, on that couch, in my office, in Tracy's office.
So then you're the problem.
No, not me. You. Also in other areas, all over the place.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, huh, Benji? Wake up and smell the fucking coffee, pal. You want to be a hippie? Go ahead. Either you join me or you join the hippies. I'm not making a joke. I'm not kidding you. Oh, my God is right. So anyway, so they came in and did their number. I said, well, we cancel. As you know, you got to notice, they're canceling the show on Monday.
Right.
So now I'm in mindset, we're not coming in Monday. I make all different plans. Don't ask. I have a whole agenda.
Of course. I did the whole thing, too.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't looking to get out of work.
Nor was I.
Yeah, I mean, I was down with coming to work. I said, and if you can find an alternate studio where there are no bed bugs, we'll go to it and we'll do the show there on Monday. What do I care? I don't care where we do the show from. I wasn't looking to shirk my responsibility, and I certainly didn't want the audience tuning in Monday and not hearing our show. But now I'm all fucking wigged out, and I'm also fucking crazy. So you know how paranoid I am. So there's more. So anyway, they get me on a conference call Sunday morning with the guy from the pesticide, whatever, the fucking bug company. Who's now probably got a private jet because the whole city's infested. And according to everyone, this is the greatest guy who's ever gotten rid of bed bugs. He's the guy everyone's using, and he is the top fucking guy.
Uh-huh.
I said, well, he must be a very wealthy man because the place is this is crazy. He's a nice guy. He gets on the phone with me in a conference call with Tim and Scott. And so I'm listening to I said, listen, the whole point of us taking off Monday was you're going to bring the dogs in so that we can find out if all the bugs are gone. The guy goes, listen, we can't do that because we put some chemical in the walls and the dog, we don't want the dog smelling. I go, wait a second, the dog can't smell this and I can? I go, what am I? You're treating the dog better than me. How do I know what I'm breathing in?
We got to protect this dog.
There's no open windows. There's not. I said. Well, he goes, we purged the ventilation. He goes, this chemical is not even considered a chemical. It's not even banned by. It's not even considered a pesticide. It's so calm or it's so delicate. It's not even anything. I go, but it's killing bed bugs. How do you know it's not going to kill me? He goes, I assure you, my people use it 24 hours a day. I said, that's what they told them at 9/11 when the guys went down to clean up. They said, go breathe in the air. Don't worry about it. Now they're all dead. What are you talking about? He said, listen, we use this stuff all over the place. Our workers use it. They don't even wear a mask or anything either. 24 hours a day. Nothing's happened to anybody from this. I said, do you put it on the furniture? No, they don't put it on the furniture. They steam the furniture. So Scott Greenstein said to me, and rightly so, he goes, so what's the difference then about doing a show Monday or doing it Tuesday? Really?
It's in the walls.
Well, Gary said to me, well, why didn't you say to him, take off Monday, we have 3 shows, then we have a week off, and then in 2 weeks, let them come in and check with the dog to make sure all the bed bugs are gone. I said, I didn't think of that. I mean, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go do a show from? They were going to set us up over at the Time Warner building. They probably got bed bugs over there.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. So anyway, I walk in this morning. So anyway, we rescheduled the show for Monday. Because what was I going to do? I couldn't come up with a good reason to cancel it. So I said, all right, I'll come in and do the show Monday. But I'm sitting here, I'm fucking disgusted. I'm scratching, I'm itching.
Well, I was going to say, now you're making me itch.
You're goddamn right you should be. And the guy says, well, he purged the air conditioning, whatever that means. So now we have all fresh air coming in. I go, how do you do that? You changed all the filters? What did you do? How do you change all the air? He told me these things, but...
You don't even know how they're done? You don't believe it?
Yeah, everything sounded like perfect. How did they, in one day, they drained...
They don't bring the dog back. How long does the dog have to stay away?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah. So in 2 weeks, are we going to know if we have... And they're going to bring the dogs back in. So then, I called my mother when we canceled the show. I said, Ma, my parents get really nuts when I'm not on the air.
Right. They wonder what's going on.
They get panicked. They think I'm sick right away. Hello?
Howard, are you there? Pick up, please. Howard?
I go, what is it?
What's wrong? Your father says you're not on the air. He doesn't hear you.
Mom, I'm taking a day off.
Oh, everything all right? I was sitting shiver for you.
Already?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So I call my mom. I go, Ma.
Hi.
Just checking in. How you guys doing?
Oh, good. Everything's good here. What about you? What do you hear from anyone?
I said, listen, we're not doing the show on Monday because they got a bed bug scare up there.
A what?
Bed bug scare.
Oh, that's terrible. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
They got... I don't know. They brought in dogs, and then I'm going through the whole thing where they brought in dogs. There's bugs. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
And you're going to be in there with those chemicals?
Yeah.
And you know, I hate these buildings in Manhattan. They have no windows. There's no fresh air. They should open up the windows.
Ma, they don't have windows. There's very few windows.
That's what I mean. That's terrible. You don't have fresh air. You need luft to get the chemicals out of there.
Now I'm completely fucking crazy. I'm paranoid because my mother's telling me about the chemicals and, you know, you got to get them out of there and the whole thing. And the air. And then she went into, when I
was a girl, my father sent me away to live for a year with my aunt. And her house was infested.
Really? She even has bed bug history?
Oh, yeah. And I go, what do you mean infested? What would you do at night?
We would go to bed and we'd wake up in the morning covered in blood.
What? For a year?
Oh, yes. For a whole year.
My mother's life sounds like one nightmare after
God.
another. Like,
I mean,
I don't even know how the
I
woman...
don't know how she survived. How was she here?
I mean, they were feeding off her like vampires for a year. Like, nobody did a thing for her. I mean, every time I talk to my mom, it's one story is worse than the next.
My only friends were bed bugs. You know, we didn't even have a toy to play with. So the bed bugs, I began to train them. And they became my friends. They were my dolls. I would dress them up, the bed bugs.
I made clothes for them.
We would make outfits for the various bed bugs.
How'd you know which ones were girls and which ones were boys?
We didn't know. No one explained it to us.
So anyway, that's how we ended up. The show was off for Monday, and then all of a sudden was back on. I bet you it was driving you nuts, huh? Drove me crazy.
Well, that's why I couldn't sleep last night. You know,
No,
like I didn't do my usual routine of tiring myself out on a Sunday. So I probably got 2 hours sleep.
Yeah, and Beth and I had a whole Sunday night planned. It was going to be very romantic. We were excited. We had Monday off. And then when I got home with Scott and he took away the Monday, I was like, oh, no. Can't do that. I had it all figured out. Well, now I'm so nuts. You know, after the show, I always go back in my office.
Right.
Put my head down, and I say I'm working, but I'm really sleeping back there. And I love it back there. It's nice and quiet.
Yeah, you work alone.
Not today. We're getting off the air. I don't want to be exposed to too long here. I'm getting out. We're doing a 4 fucking hour show, and that's it. At 10 o'clock, I'm getting up and walking out. So are you.
All right.
You know, we'll try and start the news around 9. And I'm not going back there and meditating, quote, working. I'm going home now. So I now have the house prepared. I told everyone in my apartment, clear out between the hours of 10:30 and noon, because that's when I nap.
Right.
You know, I was almost going to wear a hazmat suit in here, not as a joke. But they assure me we're now a building free of bed bugs. Where everybody else has them, we don't. But meanwhile, I feel like they're crawling on me. Now, I don't. You notice I brought my jacket in here. I don't know where to put it. I don't want my jacket infested.
Then you'll take them home.
I don't know where to put anything. I don't know what to do. And supposedly they're in my board area. And I go to Tim, where exactly did I couldn't get a straight answer. It got me so mad.
Nobody sits back there but you.
Yeah, right. But they come over from the cat. They migrate. If they can't find blood, they migrate. You don't know where they come in from. According to this guy, they're migrating.
Oh, really?
They're moving around. But now they're all dead. And
so you're sitting there with bed bug carcasses.
Yeah, exactly. So I said to Tim, I go, where did the dog bark exactly? I even asked the guy, the head of the company. I don't have the chart with me. I'm like, well, I'd like to know because I want to throw out all my furniture. I want to throw out this chair. Like, I'm sitting in a chair now. Did that have bed bugs? You know, why can't anyone...
But if they're dead, why are you throwing out the chair?
Well, who knows? All I know is I'm scratching every minute. And my whole back has bites all over it because I'm imagining them. And they're actually coming to fruition. I'm so fucking skeeved out. I just wish our contract was done and we could just get the fuck out of here. How many more months is it here?
It's 3.
Yeah, 3 months. Not even. Let's see, September. Oh,
October, November, December.
October, November, and half
part
of December.
2.5 months.
All right, we're done. Let's end it now, today, so I can get the fuck out of here. It's enough already with this.
You're making me scratch. Stop.
Oh, yeah. So I said, where specifically? Because I know these dogs. I know how the dogs work. They go up to the actual piece of furniture and they start to scratch on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they know where they are. I said, tell me which ones. No one can tell me. No one give me an answer. No one's telling me anything. I'm in the fucking dark.
And you think they have the information, they just didn't want to tell you.
I don't know. I can't get a straight answer out of anybody. All I know is I'm back here, and I hope these fucking chemicals don't kill me.
You're so funny. You're screaming for DDT. Now you're afraid of chemicals.
No. I don't want the chemical sprayed in here. I want DDT just in the environment. DDT was in the environment. They used it to spray for pesticides, and it got rid of everything. It cleared out everything. We were free and clear. Then the fucking hippies started screaming about DDT.
If it's in the environment, you're breathing it in.
No. You don't understand. It's in minimal doses. Here, it's concentrated right on top of our heads. You know. What can I tell you? So anyway, I wasn't going to say anything because I didn't want to scare everyone. I was going to buy into the lie, but it turns out like Jay already talked about it. And
Oh, yeah?
Jay Thomas was right on the air with it on Friday.
Howard, I found out sort of how it went down.
Yeah.
I guess he's down in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get one of his guys that's up here that works. He was calling the guy, and he's like, why won't he pick up the phone? He was screaming for the guy. And then I guess somebody that was working with the guy just gets on and says, oh, we're having a bed bug problem. He just blurted it out. So that's how it got on Jay.
Yeah, Jay interviewed the bed bugs. So Jay blurted it out, and so there's no point in me lying. It's already out there. Everyone said, well, you could go over to the Time Warner Center and do your show there. We have an alternate setup. And meanwhile, didn't they a couple of months ago have some sort of, I don't know, what was the building we were going to go to? I thought they had bed bugs.
No. We were just talking about all the other buildings, the Nike Town and the Bloomingdales.
But not everybody's broadcasting that they have it, even if they do.
Yeah, who knows who's got what? I just know I don't want to bring these into the fucking... Now I can't even meditate here. That was my one fun thing. Now my stupid office is going to be empty completely.
You're never going back?
Except for when I get my hair done. That's when I go back. I was in there this morning getting all skeeved out. I'm all bummed out.
But again, it's in your office? They said it was in your office?
My office, Tracy's office, other area. I don't know. I was asking specifically about those areas.
Right,
in the studio.
My point is that some of these
following me
are only inhabited by you.
Well, other people go back there. And you don't understand something. That means they migrated through there. It doesn't even mean that they're necessarily in there.
That's a long way for a bed bug to go.
By the way, they could be in there where you are. I don't know.
I'm sure they probably
This is what they told me where my areas are. I didn't know about your area.
But I don't know why in every area that you are, they are.
Well, every area, this area has everybody. They could come up from the floor below.
Well, that's why I say, if they're not treating this whole building.
That's right.
What's good at treating a couple of floors?
I don't know. But I'm just telling you, I'm bummed out now. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be back in my office. So now I'm going home. Now my new routine is, as soon as the show's over, I get right the fuck out of here. Now I got to run out of here. I'll have to do my work from some other location. I'm going to be bunkered down. I should burn this whole fucking building down. How's that? Start again.
Well, then they got to burn every place in
We should do our show from the moon. Because there's nothing up there. There's no environment.
You know what they say? The reason that the bed bugs are back here is because
they're hippies.
We travel to other countries where there are bed bug infestations, and then they hop on the luggage and come back. And more people are coming to this country from other places as well.
They should make this building the Muslim Community Center, and we should build a new Sirius down by World Trade Center. How's that? That'll solve the problem. Let the Muslims have this building.
We'll switch.
We'll swap. Ay. So that's what's going on. Does that answer the question? John Hine is here. I didn't see Johnny over there. John, what do you got?
Well, everyone's been assured that our offices are 100% bed bug free.
How you feeling about all this?
It freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm all freaked. Did my car pass inspection, guys? Uh-oh.
We're going to take a break.
Uh-oh.
Are there bugs in there?
Ronnie's coming in.
What?
What's
the
going on?
fuck?
What happened?
Now I can't go in my limo. What happened?
Oh, man.
Ay, Veasmir. Tell me. What? Don't tell me there are bugs in there.
You can't go in your limo.
Is that true?
Stop it.
It's true.
What happened?
The dog was just in there.
What happened?
He went crazy.
He's 2 spots he picked.
Where Howard
She
sits?
picked, I should say. Yeah.
It's you, Howard.
Well, if they're in my car, it's me.
Not really, because the car is in the building.
Right.
I'm telling you, they're jumping on Howard and...
Oh, my God.
So I need to talk to you off air. You got to go to a break for a minute, all right? When you get a chance.
Because you got to walk home to
No.
I'll get in a cab.
like they're bed bug free.
Oh, my God. How do we... This is unbelievable.
How did you brought them here by screaming about them?
I'm so glad they had me come in today.
Man.
Where are they?
There's 2 spots in the back seat,
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
right where you sit.
Right where I sit.
In this corner of the chair,
What? How could hear you? What?
there's in one corner of the back seat,
Wow.
the other corner by the doors.
Oh, I'm getting contaminated. Holy mackerel. I'm going to fucking die.
Bed bugs aren't
I
going to
want
kill
DDT.
you. Jeez.
So if they're up here, they're down in the car, they're in the entire building. You better have your apartment inspected. You better have everything.
Now
Robin.
I got to go. Where's this dog?
Right.
I'm taking the dog home with me.
I mean, I need DDT.
Mandy.
Oh, my God. So when are they going to fix the car?
Today.
Today?
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm not going to use any chemicals, so it'll be
400 degrees in the car now.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to use steam.
Car's going to blow the fuck up.
Well,
Oh,
you don't
my
have, you won't have
God.
to worry. You won't be in it. I
So
will.
if they don't use chemicals, can they have the dog sniff it after they do it?
I guess so.
Good.
I guess so.
Yeah, I ain't going back in the car until it fucking passes the dog sniffing test.
But does the dog detect live dead? It can't distinguish between live and dead.
No, I know about these dogs.
But if you just steam them, they're just killed. They're not removed.
Well, they're dead, so they're removed.
Yeah, but they're not. They're no longer able to bite.
Right.
But I'm
Or
saying if you
breed.
bring a dog in there,
They probably came in off my clothes.
the dog
it
would
could-
still
you don't-
be able to detect them.
I don't know. They have a way of doing it. Probably I was up here and I brought them in off my clothes.
Who knows? You don't know.
You better go check your house again. When was the last time you had it checked?
2 days ago.
2 days ago, and it was clean.
Clean as a whistle. I'm lucky.
How are you sitting in this infested room
I
in
don't
an
know.
infested car and your house is clean?
I don't know. Maybe I didn't bring them in off my clothes into the house. I don't know. Oh, my God.
But this tells you something.
I'll tell you what it tells you. This whole fucking city's infested.
But it also tells you something. They're not as aggressive as you've been painting them to be.
Wow.
They haven't managed to get into your house.
Well, we're lucky. Oh, my God. Thank God we had the car tested.
Yeah.
That was Beth's idea. She said they test the car.
Right.
You better test your car, Robin.
You know what? I got to get away from all of you people. I have no problems.
You don't know if you
Until
don't have
I
a
met
problem.
you guys.
Well, you don't know.
Everybody better test their cars. You better test yours, John. What are you standing there looking at me
I
for?
think Robin brought it from Guatemala.
Here we go. I infected the whole building.
Yep. You're Typhoid Mary.
You don't know. I don't know if bed bugs can't. Does DEET affect bed bugs? Does anybody
what?
know DEET?
DEET. What is DEET?
It's a pesticide.
I don't know.
Because I doused myself in that every day.
In a pesticide?
Yes.
You do?
I can't stand to be bitten.
Oh.
But when I was in Guatemala, I
Oh.
was just drowning myself in it
Yeah,
every
but you didn't have it
day.
on your clothes.
What are you talking about? I spray everything.
And what about those German deer you were with?
German deer. I didn't get close to the deer.
All right. Thank you, Ron.
All right.
Oh, that's great news.
But I need to talk to you when you get a chance.
All right. Go ahead. By the way, you realize Ronnie has to talk to me off the air, so he has to tell me something that's even worse.
No.
Like, what is he not telling me?
I don't know what he's going to tell you.
I'm out of here. I want out.
I think he may be telling you about some alternate mode of transportation.
Let's hope
all.
that's what it is. Holy
You're
smokes.
going home in pedicab.
Holy schmokesy. Yeah, anything else?
This guy's going to bike you
I'm
home
not even
today.
listening to you. What? Yeah, I'm completely preoccupied. Go ahead. Yeah.
Whatever happened on the show, we'll talk about it on the wrap-up.
Yeah, good.
show.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's true. Stop with the update. We know what happened on the show.
Everybody's talking about the bed bugs now.
John Hine. Go get rid of those bed bugs. You're so smart. Those bed bugs are probably there when I came in this morning. Great. I got to check my man purse and everything. Mary Ann from Brooklyn wrote that. You're right.
Yeah, everything.
Everything.
Burn all your clothes. Strip down right now.
I want to just... time to buy a spacesuit.
You can't protect yourself from everything.
You want to know something, man? Gary, I want a hazmat suit for doing the show, and then I'll take it off when I leave. That's what I want.
Does that help?
And I want a big...
Well, he would leave the bed bugs here if they were...
Here's what I want to do. I want a suit for a guy 6'5" that I can put on over my clothes every day. And I want a big, giant plastic container where I can put my coat in my bag during the show. I'm not bullshitting.
What about that? I'm being very serious. What about the head part of this hazmat?
You're going to sit there with a mask on?
That's right. With a helmet, a full helmet. Spacesuit. I hope you can hear me. No, I don't need a headpiece.
Well, mic yourself inside. Get it rigged so that the microphone's inside.
Yeah, I don't need a headpiece, but I want it to cover my shoes all the way up to my neck.
Okay, so I don't know how these things work. Does that mean is it a different suit every day?
No, same suit. I'll put it on every day and take it off before I leave.
But then you'll be touching bed bugs if the suit is... You're not figuring this out.
Well, it's better than what's going on. Now they've migrated to my car. This is ridiculous. Yeah, Jeremy?
Hey, what's going on, Howard?
Hey.
So my brother-in-law keeps texting me saying that now they said they found them in your car.
Well, yeah. Doesn't surprise me.
I've done 1,200 inspections in the last year, and I've inspected hundreds of cars that people have had problems.
Yeah.
And I've never found it in a car. It's completely uncommon.
So what do you think's going on? Is it the building or what's going on? That sounds crazy.
Who found them? Who found them in your car?
They put the dog in the car.
They put the dog in there.
Listen, you got. You should definitely have Gary give me a phone call. I'll talk to you off the air because you should definitely have a second opinion at the bare minimum. Because where were they in the car? In the trunk, in the driver's seat? Like, where were they?
No, in the passenger
area of the limo.
But no one's getting bitten.
I haven't been bitten.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just peculiar as to why no one's getting bitten. They're not in your house, but why would they be in your car? And they're not in your office space specifically.
Howard, I thought
they were in my office space.
They were in the office space.
I thought I heard them say that they found them on the seat. And I'm not even being funny when I say this. Somebody just brought this to my attention. If it's methane that they smell...
Maybe it's my farting.
Are you farting?
I'm serious. If you fart in the seat, would a dog pick up
I didn't fart in the seat. I'd be the first to admit that.
The answer is no. They're not going to smell a fart.
What is it, Tim?
The dog that checked your car was one of the top dogs in the country, according to the guy that brought the dog.
Yeah, there you
he had
go.
over 900 hours of training in that dog.
Top,
listen.
I believe him. But why can't they be in there? If they're in the building, why wouldn't they get on my clothes and come to the car?
It's possible, just not probable, A.
Why?
Well, why would he be bitten? He's wearing heavy jeans and stuff in the car. And that's what area is touching the seat.
Maybe I have been bitten. Maybe that's why I'm so itchy.
Oh.
So
You'd know it if you were bitten.
It's psychosomatic. You're going to get itchy because you think you're getting bitten at this point. The bottom line is this. Before I would go crazy on it, I would definitely get a second opinion.
I'm going crazy.
Somebody else. Of course you are, because everyone goes crazy. Believe me, everyone goes crazy when they think they have them.
Thank you, Jeremy.
All right, take it easy.
I'm nipping this in the fucking bud. And I want a hazmat suit. I'm not working in this building until I have one. I want full. I no longer need Ralph services because I'm going to be on camera wearing the same thing every day. I'm wearing a fucking hazmat suit and booties.
And that's the rest of your time here? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That's right, Robin. Get used to it. I know you love my different outfits. She loves to see what I'm wearing. I mean, I'm being dead serious.
Oh, you're getting into...
Yeah, I'm getting into what? I'm getting into what?
Howard Hughes territory.
Yeah, and I want a big plastic bin for my coat and my man purse. I want a bubble around me. I'm not coming in here.
You haven't been bitten once.
There's always a first time. You know? Yeah, Ralph?
It was embarrassing for everybody. Hey, you have a hazmat suit. Remember years ago, Hunter? You know, Hunter, he gave me one, he gave you one after September 11th. Do you still have it?
I don't think so.
It's military grade. I might still have mine. I never opened it.
I know you also used one, but I think you had to return that one.
I don't know. I need a nice big thing I can wrap myself up in. That way nothing will get on my clothes. And then
this thing covers your legs. It covers it seals in your hands.
Yeah, that's what I want.
It's a military grade one. I'll see if I have it.
That's what I want.
You had one, though. You might have...
Nah, I probably got rid of it.
See?
Yeah.
You got to save everything, man, like me.
Who knew? All right, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's the one I need. You see that, Robin?
Yes. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah. Is it hot in one of those things?
I would imagine so.
Well, I'll put up with it. Just lower the air. I'm wearing it.
You could get a tube to pump air conditioning into it.
Okay. Fine.
Where's that coming from?
From now on, when you tune in Howard TV, you will see me in a hazmat suit. Don't think it's odd.
No, it is odd.
No, it's not. I don't want it. I don't want that in my apartment. My apartment's clean. I don't want any bed bugs.
Did you get that chair checked you sit in?
Supposedly they steamed it.
Yeah, everything in the studio was steamed.
Who knows? How do I know?
What do you mean, who knows? They heated the entire room.
But a dog hasn't smelled everything to make sure 100%. You don't know.
They kept the whole studio
it doesn't mean
at
a thing.
140 degrees.
And the guy even said, if listen, they make mistakes in hospitals. You don't think they could make a mistake here and miss a few? Where's the dog? Get the fucking dog in here. That's what I'm saying. Until then, I'm wearing a hazmat suit.
Where's the dog that's in your car? Get that dog up there.
They're saying
they can't.
Because of the chemical. Listen, I can't go over this again. Thank you. I got to get out of here. It's so dark in here, too. I want lights built underneath my console so I can look for bugs. I got to do that while the show's on. Oh, Lord, what's going on under there?
You're just driving yourself crazy. Now stop it.
Fred, come here and wipe me down every 3 seconds.
Spray him with something.
Oh. This chair couldn't possibly have any bugs in it, could it? Look at this thing.
It doesn't look very appetizing, that chair.
No, it doesn't. Let me see what's doing. I see something. I want to go home.
Oh, God, what are you doing over there?
I'm getting rid of my bugs. I got to get out of here.
Good to be here today. I had 2 cups of coffee. I took 20 milligrams of Adderall. And I feel like everything chemically is perfect. New York Post, got it. Story about the rapist in Yale, got it. Story about the not rapist in Hofstra, got it. I feel like it's the SATs, and I'm going to fucking nail it.
All right, so you're not going to fight anyone this morning, right? No,
Why would you fucking say that? I don't know. Don't fucking say... Fuck you. Fuck you.
Last time was all about your anger issues.
No, I'm doing better, I think. It's just, I think I hit a midlife crisis at 40. I'm 43 now, and I'm coming out of the tunnel, I think. But it's a rough time. I don't know if anybody has been through this recently, but if you have, please email me. I think we should. It's no joke. Men, midlife crisis, we're so castrated now. We're so held down. A white, balding man in this world. I'm guilty of everything. I've been polite. I feel like I've been making up for the sins of my forefathers for so long, and now I'm almost dead, and I'm realizing I don't care anymore. I gotta relax and just enjoy what's left.
Hey, did Greg ever show up?
Greg Fitzsimmons?
Can I tell you something, Howard?
What?
Always late.
Really?
Greg?
He talked about this on the wrap-up show once that, he thinks it's a passive-aggressive thing. I don't know, is he here? He just showed up.
Wow.
Is that even Greg's not showing us?
But he was late last time, too, and maybe the time before that.
It's okay.
Is he crying for attention?
Yeah.
I think Gary has a thing with Fitzsimmons. I don't
No,
think,
I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Actually, Greg and I fixed that.
Oh, there was
something?
I'm just saying we talked about that on the air.
What was it? I don't even remember.
There was a thing on the wrap-up show where Greg, we're talking about, it had to do with, the way that Artie was behaving, and Greg was sort of explaining to John and I that we didn't understand show business, that we're not comedians, and it came across as kind of condescending. And then Greg called me after that and said, you know what, it did come across as a douchey, and then that was that.
Look, Artie's an asshole.
No, it was just he was just sort of like, you should, Artie's way more talented. You have to accept his behavior no matter what he does. God. And it was sort of like, Artie's way more talented than you. And it was sort of preaching to me and John about, the show.
I'm sorry I brought this up.
You sticking with the beard?
It looks that way.
Yeah, huh? Boy, it's white. Nah. Gary's got an all-white beard, man. How does that make you feel, Robin?
It's just, whenever I look at it, it's weird because only the bottom is white.
Yeah.
Right, I know. I got a black mustache and a white beard. Now I'm working on a thing. I just bought a trimmer. I'm still going with a little bit more. I feel like if I trim it a little closer.
What does your wife think?
She likes it.
Yeah?
I'm getting about, I'd say it's about 50-50.
Which is the 50 that doesn't like it?
Well, Artie seems to be in the group that does like it, unless he's lying.
I know, I dig it, but I'm a pro-facial hair guy at times, but I think it's all right.
Maybe his wife has an old man fetish, because I think that thing makes him look older.
It does make him look older. I'm not saying that's bad, necessarily. Not, 'cause it's, I don't know, I think it looks kind of cool.
Let me explain some about show business, Gary. If you're gonna get older, you don't understand how this works.
Greg trying to explain show business again to Gary, that you don't walk around with a big gray beard. All right, we're going to take a break. Greg Fitzsimmons is here. Where is Greg?
He's here.
Well, he could have come in.
He was, you know what?
He was dying to come in?
He was dying to come in, and I kept saying...
he should have just come in.
I kept saying, wait, because Howard's about to break. Because you were going to break for 20 minutes ago.
In. Greg, you can come in.
Now we'll break.
Now we'll break, though.
Greg's right. You don't understand show business.
But Greg was right.
Greg.
Gary, you think you'd understand show business. You're right about him. He doesn't understand show business.
He doesn't get it. You said you were going to break 20 minutes ago.
You could have come in. You're not the kind of guest
that... I was walking for the door twice, and he keeps stopping me.
I did.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. You can't go in.
I'm the comedy police.
Howard didn't pull on his ear like a first base coach.
Oh, God.
That is
horrible. Fitzsimmons going to the impression.
He didn't give the sign.
I've never done one before.
I've never heard him do an impression.
That makes Craig Gass.
Is that your first Baba Booey impression?
It's my first impression ever. I feel pretty good about it.
Let me hear that. What is that,
Fitzsimmons is the only
Gary?
guy that doesn't have a Christopher Walken that I know.
What is that, Gary?
Greg, you can't go in yet. It's
The Godfather.
How did I get old and feeble?
You're Vito Corleone. Right before he died. Right before he eats the tomato.
You know why I don't do impressions? Because I actually have a comedic voice of my own.
You don't need to be another person.
I don't need a guitar or a puppet or impressions.
Hold on, Greg. I'm going to write that down.
Where does ventriloquism stand on your, is that show business? Is that an embarrassment or is
It's an embarrassment.
It is.
Yeah. You know
what
the
still
worst
on
is?
America's Got Talent, the guy got a $100 million contract in Vegas. This guy who's
He's a ventriloquist?
He's a ventriloquist,
Well, is there something wrong?
Fitzsimmons, where's your...
Sit down,
The
Johnny.
guy's got a little dummy.
What, do you got asthma? Sit down.
Yeah, go ahead.
I love it. Artie starts to yell something, and it turns into a wheeze.
I'm a little overweight.
Jesus Christ.
Should go beat up your neighbor again.
Go ahead.
I just believe that. What was the question?
I don't know. Let's play the gossip game.
The question was, what do you think of ventriloquists?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I just feel like if you can come up with something that's funny. Why run it through somebody else? It's always like, I didn't say it, that guy did.
The puppet said it.
Yeah.
Right.
Howard, you know what I always hear when I'm hanging around with comedians is they all hate, this is a term, they hate prop comedians.
Right.
Prop comedians aren't real comedians.
Is there any prop comedian you ever had any respect for?
I like the Amazing Wid.
He was good?
I don't know. I mean, to me, it's just like... if
Amazing Jonathan's funny.
It's not that I don't think they're valid, and I don't have any problem with what they do. It's just not what I enjoy.
Right.
You know, I just
You like
feel...
to hear somebody talk as themselves about their life or their observations.
Yeah, but I'm never bitter about someone's success. Like when Carrot Top, I came on here once and I shit on Carrot Top just because it was easy.
It's a punchline.
And then I was at the Improv like a week later in Hollywood, and we were waiting for the valet guy to pull up our cars, and he was standing next to me.
Right.
And I look at him, and he looks at me, and I didn't really know him. I met him once or twice, and he's like,
hey, man, why are you shitting on me?
No, I said, hey, I'm sorry about what I said on Howard. I know why he knew. Because he came on the next week and you played it for him. That's right.
What kind of scumbag would do that?
Just in case you missed this.
Right.
No, well, I think it was Baba Bad News called it, I'm sure.
Right.
We all do. It's a team effort.
And so I apologized, and he immediately let me off the hook. He's like, hey, man, we're all comics. We're just kidding around, blah, blah. And I felt even more like a piece of shit, because if he'd been mad at me, then we could have had some conflict and gotten it. And then I realized, I thought about it a lot, and I was like, well, you know, why am I begrudging anybody their living?
Sure.
Or,
he's not taking money out of you. Your pocket. By the way, I do want to mention that tonight it's Super Fan Roundtable with Mutt. Mutt, what do you have for us tonight?
Well, tonight we're going to talk about the conclusion of the Bowie contest. You guys had Dustin Hoffman and Marissa Tomei calling in the same day.
Tomei?
Mel Torme?
Mel?
Yeah, she scats when she acts.
Go ahead, Mutt.
So the fans want to know, did the fans actually outproduce Gary? And then Gary always says on the wrap-up show that sometimes he likes the D-list, C-list guests better than the A-list guests. So we had a couple A-listers. I want to see, would they like to see Gary find more A-listers like this?
All right.
Also... you have Boys Night Out coming out, so that'll be a fun thing to talk about, who's going to go, who shouldn't be allowed to go. But more importantly, are you gay and faggot for getting watery eyes because Beth left town? So we're going to talk about that.
Sounds like a full agenda.
And also, you were really shocked about, before you've been shocked that, like, the pace beats his dog to train him, and now you were shocked that somebody got a lick in. It was that football player that was in earlier this week. So I like this whole Howard's against beating topic. So I want to talk to people how they feel.
Imagine that. I'm against beatings.
Yeah.
Pretty controversial.
Kids with beatings. Don't train dogs with beatings.
Well, of course not. You don't need to.
Not even kids?
To hit a kid is humiliating, and you humiliate the child.
You know, I washed my son's mouth out with soap last week.
You did?
Yeah, and it was weird because I've never...
You know what? That is despicable.
I don't know. You know what?
You don't know? That's horrible.
Is he using the leaf blower wrong?
For what reason? He cursed?
Well, here's what it is. He said something which then his sister picked up on. And the thing is, she's starting first grade.
Right.
She doesn't even know what it means, and now she's saying it. So we spoke to him about it. We spoke to him about it again. And then when he said it again, I got really angry because school was starting, and all I pictured was her getting sent to the principal, humiliated in front of her class, sent home. And so I took him in the bathroom, and I washed his mouth out with soap.
You're joking.
I swear to God, and I've never hit him. I don't even yell at him.
Was he crying during this?
He was screaming, "Daddy, anything but that."
So why would you do that?
Because there comes a point where I feel like my wife is not firm at all.
Greg, listen to me.
That's crazy.
Listen
to poison the kid.
Okay, let's say your wife's a pushover.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is a pain in the ass because then you feel like you're the only parent who has any sort of discipline.
And you're the bad guy.
And you're the bad guy. But that's really bad. Like, I'm saying that's as bad as belting your kid.
No.
Absolutely.
Why?
And his son is 20.
Why? How old is your kid?
He'll be 9 in a
You're the
couple weeks.
guy he looks up to. You're the guy who's setting the way he's going to be the rest of his life. You're teaching him how he's going to be with his kids. And let me tell you something. To take a kid and that's just taking the easy way out. You think that that's going to solve his problem of whatever? What was he saying that was so bad?
You were frustrated.
Yeah.
And
so he
instead
lost
of
out.
dealing with the situation,
that's not true. No, I parent.
You took that out.
I parent
on him.
very
What if you
consistently.
what if you
very
sat down
black
with
and
him?
white. I warn him about things, and then afterwards, I sat with him for 45 minutes, and we talked about it. And he was hugging me, and we were
Of course,
so
you're his
close
father.
for like 3 days.
my
He felt
God.
kids want to be
They
told
need
what to do.
boundaries,
want to be told.
but
You're
they
right.
don't need their mouths washed out with soap.
Well, what if your child?
That's
what if
traumatic.
your child is in a situation where he is literally putting his sister, his younger sister,
Yeah, what did
in
he
a
say?
situation where she'd be
That's a
humiliated?
ridiculous scenario, number one. Number two, you don't have the proper communication.
Why is that a ridiculous scenario?
Because that's something that might happen. It's not something that did
She
happen.
said it 3 times.
But it didn't happen in school. This scenario you're
because school
watching
hadn't
his
started
mouth
yet.
out.
School is starting the following week. How do
My
I
point here, Greg,
I will not
is-
allow my daughter to be set up for failure.
My point here, Greg, is your son was asking for attention.
No.
Yes.
I built a tree fort with him last week. I spent about 40 hours on it instead of writing a fucking script.
Again,
he wants me to leave him alone.
You're missing something, and instead of getting what he's trying to tell you, you're washing his mouth out with soap.
No, you haven't gone to enough therapy, Robin. And you have a lot of you have all
Greg,
this
listen to me.
pain
Can
and
I get in
trauma
on
that
this?
needs to be done. And you've been to too much therapy.
All right, listen to me. Forget it. Forget that. If my father had watched, there were times you can emasculate a kid. You're the big one. You're the strong adult. You got to look at it from a kid's point of view. And you're saying to this kid, there's no other way I can get through to you than to take you physically, hold your head, open your mouth, and stick a bar of soap in it.
Yeah, you might as well say he's stupid.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I can't even imagine what that says to a kid. It says, like, my father doesn't know how to talk to me. We're not getting to the bottom of this. Can I ask you, what was he saying that was so terrible?
He said sucking balls.
Okay, sucking balls.
You suck balls.
All right. So
That's funny.
And I mean, look at you. You curse all the time. You use bad language.
No, and I've said to him, look, when you're alone at your friend's house at a sleepover, you guys can talk that way. If you want to talk to me that way, I said, but your sister's 6, and 3 times I've asked you not to speak this way and show responsibility.
So what was his answer? Why did he feel that he needed to keep saying sucking balls in front of the sister?
He says, I don't know, but what he's doing is he's challenging, he's finding the boundaries.
Well, wait a second, though. When you said to him, son, I've asked you 3 times, and you're unable to comply with this, why do you keep doing it? What did he say?
First he said he didn't, and
He didn't
had
what?
heard
That he didn't say it?
Yes.
Okay, so, well, I heard it. Why do you keep doing it?
And he says, I don't know. And I said, but I've told you 3 times you can't do it
All right,
because
so-
JoJo's going to get in a lot of trouble.
Right.
And then he does it again. And then eventually you have to, look.
But why not try taking TV away for a week or something that's maybe appropriate rather
Something
than...
that would be harder than washing his mouth out with soap.
Right.
Harder?
Yeah, because you'd have to actually carry through. You'd have to make sure you did something.
I had to hold his head while I put the soap in.
That was ridiculous.
No.
And I mean, you're dominating your son. I mean, you're taking your son physically and dominating him.
Only
I mean,
because you're
emasculating
bigger.
him.
Yeah.
Well, that's what a parent does. You dominate your child.
No, you don't humiliate them, and you don't physically abuse them. That's abuse.
That's not abuse.
That absolutely is.
No, it's soap.
Psychiatrists
It's not
have said
poisonous.
The most awful thing you can do to a child is humiliate.
I never humiliate my child.
Oh, washing his mouth out with soap,
No,
treating him.
That was a very firm consequence for something he's been told again and again not to do.
Fred, you're a parent. What do you think?
That's a no. That's no in the parents' dictionary. Sorry.
Right.
Wow.
Can't be done. And not only
Fred.
that, where was your involvement with the daughter? You have to teach your daughter that it's not right to say those things either.
Yes, I spoke with her.
Or you can do a thing.
Or
what you do is you say, you can say that. Go ahead, go crazy. Say it all you want right now. Let's get it out of our system.
What did your wife
make
think
it less
when she heard that you did
enticing?
this?
She was on board.
She was on board with it.
Yes.
Ooh, wow.
But
Maybe she's afraid not to be.
I had
Maybe
not
you'll wash her mouth out.
We don't know what he's doing to her.
I had not talked to her about it before, and that's the one thing I felt bad about. Is normally we discuss how we're going to handle discipline.
I
and we're on
guarantee
the
you she
same
didn't
page.
like it.
So you
She said she
admit
had no
this was
problem
a
with it.
spur-of-the-moment thing. You just did it.
It was a gut thing, but at the same thing, it was not a violent thing. I was not angry when I
Yes,
did
you
it.
were.
It was very
You
matter of
were
fact.
You did it out of
Able to
anger.
do this because he's smaller and you're physically larger.
Oh, yeah, that's my thing. I never pick on bigger guys. That's what I do all
No, it's
day.
not the point. I'm talking again.
All day?
He's not looking at it from, well, my dad beats up everybody. He's like, my dad just beat me up.
I didn't beat
so
him up.
if I do something my dad disapproves of, or something where, my dad gets angry, he's going to physically hold my head open and wash my mouth out with soap. I mean, that's crazy.
Manhandle me.
You got to
What
stop
if you have
that.
a child that is consistently testing the boundaries
You
and
gotta
going
work it
past
out.
it
You gotta
again and
children.
again and again?
You could come up with appropriate punishments.
So you
I don't
gotta-
say there's anything wrong with setting limits and saying, listen, you're acting inappropriately and I have to punish you for that because you're not listening to me. And so your punishment will be...
And if you actually knew the child, you'd know what to take away.
Oh, I don't know my child, Robin?
I don't know. You had
You
to
don't.
wash his mouth out with soap.
But that's a big leap, isn't it? That
Why
I
not
don't know
ground-
my
I'm
child?
simply saying you would know exactly what to take away.
How do you know that? Have you had children?
Yes.
She does. She has my child.
You don't have children, do you?
It's secret, but I have a child.
No, I love that. She doesn't go to therapy, never been married, never has children, but she can tell me how well I know my son.
I raised children, and I was a pediatric nurse.
That doesn't
I used
mean
to-
anything. You are an
I used
academic.
to have to handle
She can... Listen,
30 kids on a unit
That were
at one
not
time.
your children.
Listen, I have three...
I still had to handle them.
I have
That's
three
different.
daughters. I never hit them. I never washed their mouth out with soap.
Yes.
Never.
Yes, but you...
And I was probably considered the disciplinarian in the family.
I know, but who's to say that that's right or wrong? I think that parents today no
No, it
longer
is
trust
right.
their guts at all. They've
No.
been over...
That's all out of
taught-
anger. That thing you did was out of anger and frustration.
I
There's,
think
there's a
that
better way to approach
School
that.
was happening the next week, and I felt like this is a situation that has to be handled, or my daughter is going to be in a situation where she is going to be humiliated
You don't
herself.
even know that was going to happen.
Again,
She was saying it again and again.
So what? You didn't know she was going to say it at school. You could sit her down and say,
And
listen.
maybe you could have dealt with her and telling her what's appropriate and what's not.
I didn't want her to think that sucking balls was something that I didn't want to put a light on it. I wanted to kind of let it go away.
As long as you're just saying it, not
So
doing it.
instead of dealing with your daughter, you're dealing with your son as well.
All right, Mr. Collier from Child Protective Services is on the phone. Mutt, I will see you tonight on Superfan Roundtable. Yes?
I didn't mean to cause so much activity.
That's
over
okay. That's fine. Mr. Collier, go ahead.
Yes, this is Mr. Collier from Child Protective Services. First of all, I'm personally appalled. That's almost like sodomy to a child. Sticking something in his mouth forcefully is sodomy.
Who is this?
This is Child Protective Services.
Yeah.
It's Mr. Collier.
Yeah.
Mr. Collier.
No. Listen, shut up, dude.
Weren't you and your brother held up in that house?
No, I think a lot of kids today. And look, I'm not writing a book on parenting, and I'm not saying.
No? God.
I'm not saying.
I think you should.
I'm not saying what I did
Alls
was
I know
for
is-
everybody.
All I know is you didn't say it.
The book is called All I Know Is.
Don't fuck up.
This is a. Shut up! Who the fuck?
Wait,
shut
let
up.
Mr. Collier
No.
say-
I don't
Mr.
want
Co-
somebody on the air pretending. Some people are going to think
Collier-
he's really from Protective Services.
Are you
That's all
really
I
from
need.
Child Protective Services?
Yes, I am, Mr. Stern, and I listen to your show every day. I had to pull over on the side of the road because I'm so appalled with Mr. Fitzsimmons.
Really?
I'd like to set up an appointment. He's an inch away from sodomizing that child for real. Like,
No, it's more an inch. Just because I'm Irish, it's only an inch.
All right, listen, we got to get on to something else.
Yes,
Don't
please.
do that anymore.
Okay, thank you, Howard. Thank
All
you,
right.
Robin, for your input.
I don't
Let me
think
know
that
also
guy
about
was
what
from.
sunscreens would be best for me, because you're probably
I gotta tell you
suited to
something.
give advice on that also.
I would suggest
That's what
15.
your reaction was way over the top.
Yes, it was.
There were other steps you could have taken.
Well, that's your opinion.
That's my opinion.
You could have donkey punched him.
Someday, someday we'll see. My son will grow up, and we'll be able to check in and see how he
I'm
turned
not
out.
saying your son will be completely damaged from this, but he is going to have a feeling about you that is less than, I should say, good. Yeah.
Well, that's only for time to tell, Howard Stern.
Yeah. Well, listen, go into therapy, ask a therapist about it, and change your ways before it's too late. That's my advice to you.
My parenting
Daddy
is a
can't be
work in
trusted.
progress.
Daddy can't be trusted.
Well, Daddy can be trusted to do exactly,
No.
consistently
No.
what he says he'll do.
Jeff the Drunk is on the air. Hi, Jeff. Hello? Jeff? Well, I don't hear him now.
Where'd he go?
Oh, yeah,
there
quickly.
you are.
Come on, you're wasting my time and everyone else's.
My mother washed my mouth out with soap.
Oh, my
Look at what he turned into.
All right, I made a mistake. Now I know.
How did you feel when your mother washed your mouth out with soap?
I needed a beer.
Yeah, exactly. Did you have feelings of inadequacy?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, if that ain't speaking the truth right there.
That honestly, that broke through.
Right.
Howard, I have feelings of inadequacy. I don't feel adequate.
I'm telling you, here's a guy who's telling you his mother washed his mouth out. He can't even get out of his trailer.
So, Greg, in 40 years when your son's living in a car.
I'll tell you, I wish he'd wash his mouth out right now.
Greg, you're getting a lot of shit in there, man, for how you discipline your child.
It's really amazing to me because, I mean, a lot of people say this, but it's true with me. Like, being a parent is the number one thing on my agenda. And I read a lot of books. I haven't drank in 19 years. Me and my wife talk incessantly about how to be good parents and send them to the right schools, the extra classes. And in one moment, I did that, and I never thought that it was really bad. And all of a sudden, I was surrounded by a committee that had decided my fate. And I got to think about it. I couldn't in there. You know, that's not a place you can be on a fence. You know, when you're in studio, you have to have an opinion that you defend. And so I don't know. Maybe I was wrong, but for now, I gotta just go sit in a room alone and maybe put some soap in my mouth and think about whether or not what I did was abusive. I don't think it was.
So they have you second-guessing yourself now?
Yes, and that's rare. I rarely second-guess myself.
Now, what do you think about when Robin said something like, you might not know your son?
That was the only thing that I actually thought was a little over the line because my son, I spend a phenomenal amount of time with him. He's a great kid, and she has a cat that she's spending more money on than I've spent, I think, on my child's education. So priority-wise, I don't comment on whether or not you should spend more on a cat than maybe you donate it to a third-world country where children are dying every day. But whatever, I guess we can all sit back and judge each other.
What's happening? Good morning, everybody, and welcome. I was just listening to the wrap-up show from yesterday. My satellite radio went out in my car, so I couldn't hear the wrap-up show yesterday, so the guys are playing it for me in here. I don't know what happened. It seems the brain wasn't talking to the radio. Do you know what I'm talking about there?
Yeah, there's a brain inside the car.
Yeah. There's a brain inside the car. I'm like, is it real? Really? Why is this difficult? Why is my radio
Why
not
is the
working?
brain not talking to the car?
I've had it before.
Really?
The brain stopped talking to the radio. And something to do with the way they installed it. They hid the brain somewhere in the car that you can't reach. So I got to bring it to someplace.
Oh.
And then have them take apart the car and then get to the radio. Brain.
Right.
Hey, Ronnie.
Well, tomorrow, probably when the car goes out to Long Island, that's where the guy is. They have to take the radio out of the ceiling because that's where it's mounted.
Yeah.
Behind the radio is the brain up in the ceiling of the car.
Oh.
And they just have to unplug it and plug it back in.
This is a silly question, but explain this to me. Why doesn't the guy just move the brain somewhere where we can get access to it? Like, there's a million places.
It needs to be rebooted that often.
Like, why does he have to put it into the ceiling? Like, why doesn't he put it like where like one of those drawers are or something in the car?
That's a good question.
Yeah. I mean, he's putting the brains. We know we regularly have to reboot it.
Right.
Which I don't even understand that about.
Yeah, I had it happen yesterday also on the radio in the front, but the brain is behind my seat, so all I do is unplug it like for 2 seconds, plug it right back in.
Can't they put my brain behind your seat? Or can't they put it somewhere?
I don't know. I'm going to ask him.
Yeah, ask him if he can move the brain.
I'm going to ask him.
It seems silly that we have to be a week without satellite radio.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's like a whole operation. They take the whole car apart just to fix my satellite radio.
For 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It's a 2-second thing. Or you unplug it and just plug it right back in. And it's
How long does it take him to get to the brain?
He's got to slide the radio out. I don't know.
How long could that take?
10 minutes.
As long as I got you in here, let me switch topics. Is Scott, the engineer, now officially off the Ronnie's Block Party tour?
As far as I know, he quit yesterday. For real.
Quit yesterday.
No, for real. Yeah, for real.
The arguing continued?
I tried to talk. He had a talk with Shuley on Monday.
And that got ugly.
and that got ugly. And I was when we left here last Wednesday.
Yeah.
Everything was fine, and then Monday morning I heard he wanted to have another meeting.
Oh dear, he goes home and gets riled
And
up.
I don't want to have meetings. I want nothing to do with meetings.
You want to have some fun.
Yeah.
Well, I think I might have riled him up by accident.
How?
Because he came in and I was talking to him about it. I said, well, I was under this understanding when Shuley, Ronnie the limo driver, and Scott the engineer put together the Ronnie block party thing. What they did is they sat down in a room and they said, hey, let's go out on tour and we'll split the money 3 ways. You know, whatever's left over, we'll split it 3 ways. So I started thinking about it, and I said to Scott, you know, if that was the arrangement, why is it changing all of a sudden? The more money they made, they would make more money as they went along on the road. So if that was the deal, I kind of said it to Scott. And
I can tell you, I spoke to Shuley. I think he's here today, too, because he's got some funny letters from people that are already suing Scott that want money back from the trip.
Well, he's already booked on Toronto.
Right, the Toronto people want their money back.
He's promoted on Toronto, and he quit the show.
You can't do that. You got to give notice.
Well, that's what I said to him yesterday. I said, well, if you're going to quit, you should do the Toronto show because, you know, you're already booked on it.
Maybe he doesn't want to do the Toronto show because he feels you guys will be angry with him since he's quitting and he's going to take a lot of shit.
Well, but I mean, he's quit before and we weren't happy with it, so why would he think we'd be okay with it now?
What was your discussion with Scott the engineer? I heard it was heated. Like, he can't get off the... But then Ronnie told me the original deal wasn't that you guys are going to split 3 ways.
No, it wasn't. He's the only one, and Ronnie sits there and tells him right to his face, there was no partnership. There was no splitting down the middle.
So how do you decide who gets what money? In other words...
Well, I wish I didn't have to do it, but unfortunately I do.
You're sort of the appointed leader of the group. And so you get paid.
Right.
And then, like Ronnie said, he's thrilled. He gets a check for $2,500 or whatever it is like Scott gets. And he doesn't even ask any questions. He's like, I can't believe I get to go to Ronnie's block party and make $2,500 for the weekend, which is a lot of money.
The only gripe Ronnie's had was he said, I just need to make sure that I'm back Sunday in time to be at work Monday.
Right.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the only thing I've gotten from Ronnie this entire tour. Not to mention the 5 other people on the tour, not a peep. Right. Nobody's complaining about a fucking thing.
Scott is under the belief that he is the draw with Ronnie. In other words, you guys go out on your own and you draw nothing, according to him, and that they could get any comic to front the show and do the hour show, and then he would pay them. So
any 2-bit comic, as he said.
2-bit,
right. And he throws shit at me, and then in this meeting, now, when we were on the air last time, I fired him. I had enough.
Shuley, I want a ruling on this. Is Scott off the show?
He's off. He's done.
He's done. You're never working with him again.
And everything he's done here today just
I don't need
proves
this shit.
that I'm making the right decision. Trying to throw us under the bus, making up shit.
I was going to do it. I had no problem doing the shows.
Of course you have no problem doing it. Of course.
You're getting $2,500.
Right.
Yeah, really.
But yet you have no problem fucking bitching about everything. Ronnie came to me. He said, look, let's try and work this out.
Okay.
You know, and I understand Ronnie and him are friends. Out of respect to Ronnie, I said, you know what? I'm going to give it a whirl.
Right.
We sat down last week in the office in Scott's studio, talked, worked everything out. I said, Scott, from here on out,
So you said from here on out, you'll get a salary.
You'll get a flat fee, and on weekends that we do well, when I can bump you up, I will.
Right.
I didn't say you're never going to make more than this. I said, this is your minimum. And then if I can do more, I will get you more.
And he says, wait a second, Shuley.
No. He agreed to it.
Right.
He agreed to it.
Right.
Then the weekend came.
Uh-oh.
Then Monday morning came.
Right.
Obviously, somebody got in his head.
Well, he got in his head.
Got in his head.
Right.
And he shows up Monday and he says to me, after the show, I'd like to meet with you two again. So I said to Ronnie, I go, he wants to have another meeting. Ronnie's like, what's another meeting? Ronnie's like, I'm done with these meetings. I don't want to do these meetings.
Right.
So we sit down. Right back to square one.
Right.
This was a partnership. This is this. And I go, Scott, you already agreed. We were moving forward. Well, I thought about it, and, it's just not right. It's not fair. If you guys want to be fair with me. So I said, you know what, Scott? I go, you got to let me know. Are you in or are you out?
And then he said he's out.
No, he says, I'll let you know my decision tomorrow.
Wow, like the president.
Yes.
Right.
So Tuesday I walk in.
His decision.
I go to him.
The
I
Supreme
said,
Court.
Yeah. I said, Scott, what's your decision? I need to know because I got shit I got to fill up.
Well,
you
didn't
know?
he want you to open your books to him?
Oh yeah. He wanted to
why
break down.
won't you? Why don't you give him the breakdown? Why don't you just say, hey, look, here's what I got, here's what Ronnie got, here's what you got.
I got no problem with it, but it never ends with him. That's the thing. If I split everything 50-50 with him, there will still be something that he's not okay with. Because the bottom line is, he doesn't trust me.
Right.
I don't want to work with somebody who doesn't trust me.
So why not just open the books to him and show him the split?
Because Howard, it won't satisfy. I'm telling you, here's something. When we first did our first
he feels
4 or
you're
5
getting
shows,
a lot more money than him.
Let me tell you something.
He should get more money than him.
Right. You feel surely he can take whatever he wants.
He's the
headliner.
Not that he can take whatever he wants, but he's the headliner. He's got to pay the comics.
In other words, even though it's called Ronnie's Block Party,
Right.
the reality is someone's got to get up there and entertain the people for an hour.
Right, and we have other comics that deserve to get paid also.
Right.
Not $100. You know what I'm saying?
Are you curious what the
No, I don't
weekend
even ask.
generates?
I don't care.
You just can't believe you're getting $2,500.
I'm glad that we go out to people. I'm telling you, when mustn't people bust your balls on the air and curse you out and say you're an asshole and everything?
Right.
When we go to do these shows, they are fucking thrilled to see us.
Right.
And I love it. I think it's great.
When we did the first 4 or 5 shows, we drew nothing. We made nothing.
Right.
These guys, I made sure that they got paid.
Right.
Our promoter Sequoia lost money. I lost money on these shows. They got paid.
Right.
Scott knew when there were 40 people at one of our shows early on. He didn't ask to see the books then.
No.
He took his money and he shut the fuck
He
up.
didn't offer
He was
you
fine.
anything back.
He didn't want to. He didn't want a partnership
and this
at that
whole
point.
Robin Hood fucking thing that he's doing. Oh, I'm looking to reduce expenses for everyone else. And in these meetings, he looks at me and he goes, he has the balls to go, it's not even about the money. I go, what the fuck is it about then? Of course it's about the money.
What is it about to him?
Right.
Yeah.
Just fucking be up front. Just look me in my... And he tells me, he goes, I feel I'm not respected. I go, really? You want me to respect you? You fucking sit here and shit all over what I do for a living.
Wow.
And you want respect.
So he's out now.
So I said to him yesterday...
It seems to me that if you guys wanted to, you could take like JD to Ronnie's Block Party, or... Like Sal would probably be thrilled to get $2,500 for the weekend, and Sal actually does some stand-up.
There's a line of people out there.
Who's in the line to replace him?
I think when Sal goes out, he wants
big money.
He wants big money,
right?
From what I heard, I
really,
don't know
Sal
for sure.
gets big money.
I don't know for sure, but that's what I heard.
Does Sal get big money, Shuli?
I mean, I don't know if he gets it at every gig.
Right.
I know he wants it. We all do. But I don't know if that's a reality. I mean,
why won't you tell Scott what you get paid?
I have no problem telling him what I get paid. I told him right to his face, I make more than you.
Right.
And I'm going to continue to make more than you.
How much more do you make than Scott?
$7,000 more. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I just want him to have it. It really is a difference between $500 to $800 difference. So this guy's walking
that seems
away.
Fair for a guy who has to
and
really
doing
entertain.
all the managing, basically.
Yeah, right.
Scott, I'm hearing this. Shuli doesn't sound unreasonable.